Coach Gay, man, this is your 4th year here at Henry Clay. Coach, man, it's been kind of rough. I know kids and boundaries. We kind of were talking about that earlier, man. You kind of got the raw end of the deal. You know,
it is what it is. You make do with what you got.
all right. So last season, you guys were 3-8. You had 16 seniors. You got 14 juniors coming back. I mean, we did a few of your games. Jacob Childress, he's gonna be missed.
He will be missed.
He will be missed. He was doing big things. You had Blake Van Horn was doing big things. I think you finally ran out of Van Horns.
Yes. Well, the youngest brother actually he graduated early, so he was the last one. But there no more.
As you get ready to ramp this season up and get going, just kind of tell us how your off season went, spring, and what are you expecting from the team this upcoming season?
Off season, the spring it went kind of well. We had a lot of guys in, lifting and things. We had about 30 kids that would come consistently and lift. I'm in during track season, during that time. So some of my other coaches went in, and kids got stronger, kids got flexible, kids got faster. So the off season was great for us this year.
Okay. Now I know we did a few baseball games, man. It's a couple monsters running around the baseball field, Coach. You got to get over there and grab a few of them.
I'd have been to the baseball team, the basketball team is, guys just that's their sport, and you got to, from basketball you got a 6'1" forward. I'm like, well, you could be a great 6'1" DB receiver, 6'1" forward in high school is. You don't see too many of that in college, but you do see a lot of 6'1", 6'2" defensive backs, wide receivers, and linebackers,
Yes. So now as you get ready for this upcoming season, we looked at your schedule, Coach. You got Fleming County is in the Mingy Beef Jerky Bowl, Cooper, Great Crossings, GRC, Madison Southern. Then you got the city schools, Station, Lafayette, Dunbar, Taste Creek, and Southwestern. Coach, man, Coach, we could have, come on, man. I know you could have put a Berea or something on there or something, Coach. I mean, I'm not, no disrespect to Berea, but Coach, you kind of starting over with your team and did what you want to do.
Yeah, even though we will have a young team, you still got to play guys. You still got to play those teams. You got to know what you got. You got to see if they're going to fight and see how they're going to react if there's adversity. We still got to do that.
All right, Coach. Now, I know, like we said, Van Horn left. Do you have any, I think it was Paul played some last season.
He actually transferred. His mom got a job in Kansas, so he transferred during the spring. So he will be missed because, when he wasn't playing quarterback for us, he was playing the receivers, and he was one of our top athletes. So he will be missed.
Okay. So what, you got any plans with that position? Is anything kind of maybe through spring kind of materialized?
We got a kid his name's Rowan Taylor. He actually he was our placeholder last year, but he played a lot in JV season, and he's been looking well. He's been going to camps, and our quarterback coach does a good job with him. So he's a southpaw, another southpaw.
Okay.
He look anxious to see what he's going to do.
All right. So what are your plans like when you're going into this season? If everything goes right, the perfect season, what's your envision?
If everything goes
hypothetical,
right, hypothetical. If everything goes right, we'll be 15-0.
Okay.
But got to be realistic about things. If we can win more than what we did last year, it's always a bonus. We won 3 last year. If we can win 4 or 5 this year, that's a bonus for us.
Okay.
That means we're going in the right way.
Now, as far as I know, we talked to your linemen. I think you'll be returning, 3 of the 5?
2.
2 of the 5,
yep.
Okay.
We had one kid that transferred out.
Oh, man, transfer is killing you, Coach.
Yeah.
So what are you looking at to be the strength of this year's version of the Henry Clay Blue Devils, and what's something that's kind of been keeping you up late at night, kind of going into the season?
Well, everything keeps me up. I don't sleep long. I don't sleep much, and that track and football keeps me up. Uh, but I think our defense, we're returning 5 guys on defense,
Hmm.
and 3 guys in the secondary. I think that's going to be a strong point for us this year. Uh, we will be young on the offensive side. I think we've got 3 guys returning on the offensive side. Uh, so those guys that are kind of new, they got to step up, and make plays. That's what you do.
All right. Now you're losing basically like your top 3 rushers from last season. Hold on. All right, coach. So, like you said, you probably returning about 2 starters on offense. I know, as far as the JV team, what kind of experience did you get from them, and how important is JV now?
It, it, it,
Going into a season like this season.
it's important because those guys got game reps. They
Hmm.
wasn't just sitting around doing nothing. They got game reps, and actually some of them got some varsity time as well. So hopefully that can transfer over into this year, and those guys end up doing great for us.
So, coach, man, going into this season, who are some of the guys that you're going to be leaning on to help bring this Henry Clay team on this season?
Uh, we got a kid coming back. Is our most experienced guy. His name's Walden Cole. He actually played receivers for us. 2 years ago, he was our #1 receiver.
Okay.
Um, so we'll be leaning on him offensively and defensively. He's one of our top linebackers coming back. So we'll be leaning on him. We got a kid named Skylar Hersey. Uh, Plays DB, and we line him up in the slot sometimes. Uh, Looking to get some run out of him as well. Uh, got another defensive back named Luke Bailey. Uh,
Oh,
he's
Luke,
going to play
yes.
some offense as well. So those are kind of the guys we want to lean on. Guys with experience. So we want to lean on those guys to be some of our playmakers on both sides of the ball.
All right. Now, has there been any additions or subtractions to the staff as far as this season coming up, this upcoming season?
We got an addition. Pretty much got the same staff. We had one guy that's coming in. Actually a former player of mine. He's going to help with the younger guys, and especially on and the offensive line as well. So hopefully he can learn and what we're doing and things, and then give him some more stuff to do and actually help these kids out.
All right, Coach Gay, man, we appreciate you coming in. We know you've been slugging through, man. We look forward to seeing big things out of this Henry Clay Blue Devils. I think your schedule will be good for you. As far as, like I say, it is a tough schedule, but you're breaking in a lot. You, Coach. I don't even want to say you rebuilding as much as I don't know.
It is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
You coach who comes in your building, and that's what you do.
Now, just as far as you come from the glory days of the Henry Clay programs. You know what I'm saying? You remember when it was on its better ends. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything that you can pull from that to kind of help nowadays, or has the landscape just changed that
It's
much?
just changed that much, man, and it's I don't know what it is. You got a school of 2,100 kids, and you've got 60, 70 players on your football team. You go. I go in and I talk to the other programs and try to get these kids to come out. They're just not interested in football.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Well, we'll be looking out for more from the Henry Clay Blue Devils. Keep doing big things, Coach, and we appreciate you coming by.
Appreciate you having me on.